All right, good morning, everybody. Okay, we just took a short on this, on the mini Russell. Mini Russell just took a short. Let's take a look at this real quick here. Okay, I have a target on this mini Russell 1744. 1744 just went short. Nothing going on the mini NASDAQ yet. Don't have anything on, let's see, don't have anything on the E-mini S&P. Once again, we're just sticking with the indices this week. So we're trading the mini Russell, mini Nasdaq, E-mini S&P, and maybe the mini Dow, but not a big fan of the mini Dow. So right now, the only thing I have on is this mini Russell target 1744. 1744. $17.44. So the only thing I have in play right now is this mini Russell. Once again, last week and also this week, focusing on the indices, stock indices. Okay, we have the let's see, small Dow is down 139. All the indices are down this morning, so it looks like we're going to have a lower opening here on the Dow. We may end up hitting this 44 here before the opening bell. So one of the things I like to look at is this over here on the left. This is going to be your volume. Also order size coming in at different prices. to see a lot of activity, a lot of movement. You can see we're getting a lot of activity. Okay, looking at the mini NASDAQ, everything's weak this morning. Everything is weak. Good morning, Glenn. How are you, sir? So in the meantime, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. It is slow. Something you want me to look at, I'll be glad to run it across, see if I see any of my patterns setting up for it. Alright, so far fairly quiet. Still holding short on this mini Russell, looking for a target of 1744. Nothing going on the mini NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the E-mini. Nothing going on the E-mini S&P. Small down. Still down 120, 122. Good morning, Daniel. How are you? Let's take a look at. You want me to take a look? I can look at coin here for you. Let's look at coin. I'm not doing any stocks this morning, but we'll take a look at coin. All right, there's your coin. All right, yeah, I have some upper targets on coin. Let's take a look here. Have a pairing pattern buy up to 70. Let's see here, 74.56. Much higher target up here at let's see here, 74.68. Here's one a little bit lower. Let's see, 60, yeah, 66, 66, 68. Pretty strong target for a little rally in here. What are we at right now? 50? Maybe a good 20-cent run up. Now, if I go out further in time, it looks like it. This to me really looks like, Glenn. It really looks like a pullback for this, but I think it's going to start going lower. But you could come up another 20 cents or so. But overall, it looks like the market wants to go down on coin. All right, so that's just a little scalp, short-term target scalp. That's all I see. All right, small Dow. Now, I'm not trading the small Dow, all right? I'm not going to trade the small Dow today, but I do have a lower target because it looks like it does want to come down. And I am seeing 339.13. 339.13. $339.13. Yeah. So once again, I'm not trading it, but I do show a target of 339.13. All right, so the only thing I have on right now is short the mini Russell. Once again, 1744 is going to be my target. So I have a resting order down there to get out. We hit 44. Yeah, Dan, that's great. You know, Dan, I think if you want to trade stock indices right now, I think the best way to do it is through Nadex using knockouts. It's just like trading spot, except you don't have the high margin requirements. You can start off. I mean, the minimum I think now is $250. Really don't think that's enough to trade indices, but you can easily get into it with $1,000 and start really light on the indices. But I think that's the best way to trade the indices right now is using Nadex knockouts because the entry to get into it, you don't have to put up a lot of money. So it's a good way to start. Same with Forex. I think Forex is going to be the same way as well. So I like Nadex. I don't know who you're using, but Nadex is U.S. regulated, so it's a really good exchange. All right. So we're just hanging. We're just hanging in here. Short the mini Russell. Have a short on the mini Dow. I'm not taking the mini Dow short. Just taking the mini Russell. It's probably going to end up being similar to yesterday, where I actually didn't enter until after the opening bell. I was able to get in before the opening bell today, so probably won't hit my target until then. We have another 9 minutes to go before that happens. And I have about another, 7 minutes before I switch over to our Discord. But sometimes we can get a nice little trade in here before that happens. So I have a pretty simple approach to trading. Been a trader for over 40 years. This is the most profitable and the simplest way that I found to trade. I just use 4 patterns. And you ever hear me call them out? Pairing is 1, HF 1, 2, and 3. Those are what I call my 4 different patterns. They do work in all markets, all time frames, so they're really powerful. And then I'll use something called Einstein, which is something that was not developed by myself, but by a very successful day trader back in the 80s. And what it did is and he gave it the name, I didn't give it the name. It provides high probability targets, all right, price targets. And when I say high probability, I'm talking, we went back, we looked at all different markets. We're averaging over 70%, but on average around 72, somewhere between 72 and 80% that we will hit target. And all patterns have similar probabilities, so it's the best thing that I've found, and the rest is up to us as traders. Just because you have the probabilities in your favor doesn't mean everybody can make money. In fact, I've always said this, and it's true for most traders. Even if it was 98%, most people wouldn't be able to trade it, because as soon as they have a couple losses, they're looking for something else. They're trying to tweak the system, or they throw in the towel and they miss the winners. It's just, this game is a psychological game. It's all in the head. So I don't want people to be delusioned about the fact that having a high probability winning approach means guaranteed profit, because it does not. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you have far enough targets. You want to manage your money, manage your size. But the nice thing about probabilities is it helps with size adjustment. All right, that's the one good thing about probabilities, is size adjustment. Knowing when they hit it hard, when to back off. I always like to start light, and then I'll get more aggressive if the markets show that they're moving. So what you're seeing over here, this is called, now I love Thinkorswim for my charting. I like to watch the charts from Thinkorswim. And they've offered Bookmap, which is an awesome, it's more or less a visual level 2. So these are volume dots, right? So basically it's showing the volume at every price. You're seeing the size, the buyers and the sellers. The greens are buyers, red are sellers. So it gives me an idea of how much interest we have, the size of activity, watching. You know, it's very similar to, if anybody's ever used market profile, volume profile. It's all pretty much very similar. All right, let's take a look at the ES. I'm seeing a 4366 down here, possible entry on the E-mini S&P. 4366. Let's see, can you see it on my chart here? I cannot. 4366 looks like a good entry on the E-mini S&P. So what I'll do is, if we come down to 4366, I'm going to take a short on the E-mini. Still short the mini Russell. All right. right, so we're about 30 seconds out. So once again, I'm getting ready here to move over to Discord so we can catch the opening bell with our subscribers. In Discord, I do have a morning watch list. We continue to put that out for our stock traders, and I do keep an eye on stocks. But here I'm just trying to trade the indices here for everybody. But we do have a list out of what I'm looking at, what I'm planning on trading. Today, obviously, mini Russell, mini NASDAQ, and the E-mini S&P. And we do have a watch list already out for some of the stocks that looking pretty good this morning as well. And in Discord, of course, we do share our charts and my trades live so everybody can see what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. All right, so we're just going to hang tight here. So if the S&P does hit this 43.66, that's going to be based off what we call an HF2 short. All right, it's one of the patterns. And I'm short an HF3 on the mini Russell. So I'm going to wrap it up. Any questions, feel free to contact me via my website, innovatortradingstrategies.com. Check out all the videos on YouTube. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Once again, feel free to ask me questions. I do answer. We do have a phone in there, a phone contact. So if you want to talk to me via the phone, I do talk to everybody. Assuming that I'm not in a trade, but if you leave a message, then I will call you back. I do like talking to our subscribers and our new traders. I've been doing this for a long time, and I love this. Love trading. It's my life. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Looking forward to this whole week. I think we're going to have plenty of volatility with what's going on in the world, particularly over in Israel. And I got to get ready here. It's getting ready to open up. All right, everybody have a good day. Thanks for joining us.